Well coached. Coach Stoops did a heck of a job with his team. They were prepared to play. That's a real divisional game right there. Defending champions, they played like it. There were a lot of ups and downs in this game. We can clean up a lot of stuff on all phases. But when it matters at the end and finishing out the games, we've seen this in the first 2 weeks of the season. Teams haven't been able to finish. That's a good finish by us. So proud of what our guys did. There's a lot to clean up, but when you get a W, it's a lot better. So just proud of what they've done. And it's a big-time opponent that we beat at home. 1-0 in this house, which is great. The fan base was incredible. And, we get to enjoy this one and get the first victory of the season. Yeah. It does. I love St. Louis. I love this fan base. To come out here with a soccer game, a Cardinal game today, is awesome. And I'm just glad we're able to get the W for them. I think that's the most important thing. I know they're going to come out, they support our team, win, lose, or draw, but to get a W in front of the crowd on the opener, really important. They got to showcase themselves on national team TV, primetime ABC, so really proud of that. And I thought they were loud. I thought they were exciting. And they were into the game the entire time, and we needed them. We needed them. But it's a heck of a job, and, it's just good to be back in St. Louis. It's good to play here. The people, the hotel, everywhere we're at this weekend has been phenomenal, and the fan base is, A+ all the way around. Yeah. It's hard to win games in general. I've been in a lot of them as a player and obviously now as a coach. But, when you don't win your first game and you lose like you did last week on a long kick, you're just like, man, it could take the wind out of you a little bit, right? But I just felt like the guys were good. We fixed our mistakes, and we said we'll bounce back. We're going to play at home. We got to make sure we, really bring one home for our fans. And the lights are on. The show was on us. Guys got to step up and play well and make plays. And I thought certain players in the heat of the moment really stepped up. In particular, our offensive line, Mateo Durant, he didn't dress last week. He gets his chance this week, it dresses, and what a finish by him. Just the guys up front. No, our run game wasn't fantastic last week. That was a big emphasis this week, try to get it off. And we made a hell of a job in the passing game. But the run game, to me, when you want to win games at the end, I just felt like guys really hunkered down and got the job done in the fourth quarter, and just proud of what they've done. Yeah, listen, Mateo's got experience from last year. We love Mateo. We trust Mateo. And, training camp was a little slow in general. And, I just felt like Wayne and Jacob earned the right to be out here last week. And, you can ask Mateo that question. I think he'd say the same thing. But stayed the course. I texted him last week. I said, hey, man, stay strong, keep going. This thing's still wide open. It's still an open competition. And, again, you get to prove yourself every week in practice. He had a great week of practice, good job in protection. That's how we make our decisions. So I'm glad for him. I'm happy for him. He took advantage of his opportunity. That's what this league is about. When you get your chance, you may not dress every week. But when you're out there and you get that shot, you gotta take advantage of it, and he did today. Yeah. Boy, there was a lot of that today. There was that second down play in the first quarter that you didn't challenge the PI potentially. Missed the field goal on that drive. Then used your challenge. It looked like it could have been indispensable. Yeah. And then, of course, that play in the end zone where you didn't have your challenge back. I know. Yeah, you wish you could have had, right, this or that. I think before the game, I told my coaching staff, we're going to be aggressive in a certain part of the field today in a certain distance. And that changes every week. When you're at home, you get that juice behind you. I thought last week we were kind of waiting to see, the offense pick up some speed a little bit. And then today I just trusted the guys. Now, we didn't get that one, and we did use our challenge, and I still think it's a hold. But, we didn't get the call. I mean, at the end of the day, I trust what they see. They got the angles. But you're right. I wish we had that back to challenge that one in the end zone. I thought that was really clear. Sebastian Brandon got in front of the receiver. I felt like he was running the route. The receiver went over his back, and, he called it on us. So, these are the ebb and flows of the game, man. It's a feel thing. Then we have 4th and inches, you're thinking, oh, well, they went on 4th and 6, 4th and 5. Why not go 4th and inches? I just felt like there was a little momentum shift there where it's like if we didn't get that, and I've seen that play get stopped a lot of times in my career, like what happens to your team now? What was our defense doing to kind of stop them at that point? You know, their offense was cooking a little bit. They were running the ball. We were getting worn down a little bit. So, you know, let's take the sure thing. It was good for Andre to get that kick. It gives him confidence, and of course at the end to bang one home and get the win as well. That's great for our kicker. So it was well played, well executed, worked the clock really well, and I wouldn't take back anything I did today. You know, I just feel like I trust the players to do what they do. The scenarios were there for us to go for it, and you know, we got playmakers to make it happen. For the most part, I think we were 2 for 3. We didn't get that one, but when we needed it most, you know, they missed the field goal. We were able to take advantage of that and get the W.
Oh, hell, I can't remember that far back. I mean, listen, I love the city of St. Louis. I mean, it's why I came back. It's why I said I'd only come back to play here. The support here is unbelievable. Like I say it all the time. It reminds me of, you know, Bama and the passion, the energy that the city brings, the love for football. And it's just awesome to be back in St. Louis and to get a win. Well, you know, I'll let Sel speak on it too, but a lot of people don't know, I was with Sel in Oakland when I got traded to Oakland, and we would tear up our starting defense when we were running a scout team. Yeah. And he, you know, by doing that, he got his shot at being on the active roster that year and played well. So I feel like me and Sel have been doing it for a long time. You know, 2 older guys that still have a lot of tread on the tires.
Like AJ said, we have that chemistry, and you know, AJ's a great leader. You know, he has expectations for not just myself but all the receivers. You know, he holds us up to a standard, and you know, we just go out there and we put the work in, and it's just an everyday thing, and you know, we trust each other, and you know, we just go out there every day and make it happen.
Yeah, listen, it's tough. You come out, you know, from an offensive standpoint and a defensive standpoint, but you know, there's only 42 guys on an active roster this year, and it makes it tough during the week, right? Because you're trying to save guys' legs from an offense and a defensive standpoint, and so it would be nice to have more people on the active roster. Because it's tough, and it's a tough job for AB to kind of manage, you know, the workload and everything for guys, and then the coach is doing a great job of managing that as well. But I mean, we're playing well, like you said, late against Michigan, we started to click, and so I think we're only going to get better and better. As we build, you know, chemistry, and then the new guys building chemistry with them. So I'm excited, glad we got this win, and go into, you know, San Antonio next week.
I feel like that's just football. You know, I mean, you have to manage the ups and downs. For us as an offense, you know, when we stay on schedule, and when we take it one play at a time, things are going to happen through the course of the game. That's just football, and that's just how it is. With a veteran group, like AJ said, with him as our forefront, we just know we just got to take it one play at a time, and we go out there and we just execute, and you know, we ride the wave.
Yeah, take us through that 53-yard touchdown. Looked like an out and up, at least from the city, but walk me through the route and tell me what you saw.
Well, we called it on the sideline. We said, hey, this is. You know, we called the play right before we went out there. We talked about it a little bit in the locker room. We kind of been seeing some stuff from the guys, real jumpy. in the first half, we were running a lot of those out routes, and they were jumping on them. So we just said, let's dial it up and see what we can do. And AJ made a great play and touchdown.
Yeah, I thought it was a great call by Bruce to dial that up at that time. And, you know, we got a good return that put us near midfield or right past midfield. I can't really remember where we were at. We were near it. But I thought it was a great play call by Bruce up top to see that and, you know, have faith in us to go with it. And lucky, I mean, I just barely saw Sell. I mean, they brought a pretty good blitz that ended up with 2 on the back. And I just had to stand in there and try to make it happen. And he made a hell of a catch and finish.